You know, listen, follow what I just read off your resume. Like, when you went to New Orleans, you're the #1 overall pick. It's a celebration in the city. You go to LA, they pulled off this blockbuster deal that they've been trying to do, a huge celebration. This is different because of who they gave up to get you. You know, this is frankly a heartbroken fan base. What is that like for you to kind of walk in to that situation, and what do you anticipate in terms of kind of the response?
I understand it. I mean, obviously it's a business, and I get, you know, who Luka was to this franchise, to this city. I'm never, you know, going to downplay that. Just how, you know, I know what I meant to the city of LA. So I'm not, you know, surprised by, you know, the fans' reaction and the city's reaction, but it's my job to come in, play basketball, and do what I'm supposed to do, you know, and give the fans hope and you know, reassurance on why, you know, Nico brought me here. So I don't know how, you know, tomorrow's going to be as far as, you know, the reaction, but you know, I can't control that. What I can control is go out and just winning basketball games and helping the team do whatever I can. But at the end of the day, you know, I'm going to, you know, get a city, you know, get them life back. You know, obviously it's a tough transition. It was a shock, you know, to all. But like I said, my job to come in and play basketball and win basketball games. I think my reaction was just like everyone else's. You know, I was shocked. But, you know, you can't, you know, stay in that state of emotion for a long time. Any questions for Max?
We'll get to Max's second.
For me, I've been traded twice now, but the first time I asked for a trade, so I was already mentally prepared for it. Now, this was a little different. I was shocked at first and mentally just all over the place. I didn't believe it, actually, at first. I'm pretty sure nobody did. But you know, when I was headed on a plane to Dallas, that's when it kind of like, this is really happening. I think, yeah, I mean, what we've seen from Max the past couple games is, you know, it's nothing surprising to me. You know, I've seen him grow and, you know, work on his game tirelessly over the past 3 years when I've been with him. So, you know, he takes on challenges. He's very coachable. We had many times where I screamed at him and yelled at him. And the first couple of years, it was like, oh, I can't curse, but you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm going to say. But he's been very receptive to, you know, us trying to help him learn, especially since we've been in the game for a long time. So, but what he's able to do defensively, you know, he takes on the challenge of guarding the other team's best perimeter player, and you know, he's making over shots, making big plays, can get to the basket, can pass. There's really no hole in his game, but he's always in the gym getting better. So, you know, everything that I've seen the past 3 years and what you guys seen the past couple of games, that's what you can expect from Max. I just think, you know, since I've been in the league, that's just been my natural position. I have no problem playing a 5. I just think playing a 5 over, you know, an extended period of time, an 82-game season, is just wear and tear on your body. My first year in LA with 2 bigs, and obviously winning a championship, but I just feel like I can unlock my game a little bit more at the 4.
Nico makes a trade like this. You've obviously had a lot of people in your career believe in you, but when he makes a trade of this magnitude, what's it mean to you? How does it make you feel that, you know, he believed in you this much?
It means a lot. Like I said, you know, before, obviously I understand what, you know, who Luka is and, you know, what he's able to do and what he's already done for our game. He's a phenomenal player. Gonna be one of the best, you know, to ever play the game of basketball. But to have Nico, you know, trade for me just shows his belief in what I can do on the floor, and it's my job to, you know, produce every night and have Mav Nation believe that as well. So I'm excited for the challenge. Yeah, me and Kai talked about this in 2018 when he was in Boston. And, you know, now it's kind of coming to fruition where we get a chance to play with each other. So,
questions for AD and Max. What are your guys' biggest takeaways from playing with a superstar like LeBron James?
For me, I'd say I'm a pretty observant person. Just seeing how he approaches the game, seeing how he, approaches each practice, each game, how he takes care of his body. I could say the same for AD, being with someone of his caliber as well. Just seeing how they both approach the game, both from the physical and mental side, is something I've been very observant with, and I've been able to take bits and pieces and kind of add them into my repertoire as well. And then being able to play with them, obviously they attract a lot of attention because they're all-star caliber players and obviously best players to ever play the game. So for me to kind of just be able to play off of them, being able to make the right play off of them as well. But for me, the most part is just observing how they attack the game, both mentally and physically, and how I'm able to kind of add some of those pieces from their repertoire into mine as well, so that I can kind of have the success that they have as well.
You mentioned, briefly talked about Nico a while ago. I was wondering if you could describe when and how you guys first met, how your relationship evolved, and how that might or might not impact your comfortability in settling here in Dallas.
I think we first met when I was in high school. Obviously he was working for Nike, and I was going to all the Nike camps and everything like that. And just through the course of the years, when he was with his tenure with Nike, I've just been a Nike athlete, so we just been close like that and developed a relationship. But having Nico here, familiar with J Kidd, Does, and Magtar, like all these guys, it's a little bit more comfortable in the transition, instead of going somewhere where you don't know anyone. Now you have to figure everything out. So it made the transition a lot smoother.
Jimmy at the time and Bam and those guys playing at a certain level, and kind of like what Max was saying, playing with guys, superstars, learn how to play off guys like that, and obviously that's going to come in handy with Kai, AD, and down the line, just learn how to play with those guys. But kind of one thing that we made up in Philly was kind of play till death. So I like to kind of try to go by that as much as possible.
AD, if you could have a conversation in English with a heartbroken or heartbroken or angry Mavs fan today, what would you say?
I'll just tell them that, obviously you got a guy who's going to leave it on the floor every night, a guy who's going to compete, every night and bring that championship experience to this organization. Try to help lead this team, to some wins and into some championships.